Welcome to Freelance Thrive. Here we talk with skilled freelancers about their professional journey. Stay tuned for real life experiences to learn and actionable steps to take to improve your freelancing career. And today my guest is Viktor Nesterenko. Viktor is a full stack software engineer with an extensive business background, a perfectionist, and a father of 4 children. So, hello, Viktor.
Hi, Yuri.
Nice to have you here. And the first question, how do you approach taking on new and challenging projects?
Uh, you know, I started career of freelancer almost 8 years ago, and I have to say that most of the projects uh, which we take, they got a lot of interesting challenges. Uh, Most of the time, there is a stream of requests from the customers, and we have an option to choose the most interesting projects. And all the initial assumptions regarding the projects most probably will not ever be delivered because most of the time our customers has a vision and we have to deliver and pass the technical challenges at that stuff. Uh, it's well known that the digitalization of the our society of our businesses has most probably three levels. There is a basic level when people start using kind of software, like they buy Microsoft Office and start using it. They use Excel extensively, send each other emails, very nice stuff, and they assume we are digitalized now because we get information moving faster. Second level is when they will be approached by the sales professionals, and they will get some software which probably will deliver their needs. Most of the time, salespeople are really good at selling them information that take this the product, and everything will be okay. This is the most challenging uh, times for the customers because they already bought a product, they assume everything should work, and try to figure out how to use it. Most probably, professionals will work at this level most of the time. And once the customer got understanding of the place they are, they will understand, like, most probably they will need a custom solution. This is the level number 3 when our customers, for example, pharma companies or automotives, start writing their own software and start using this stuff. And this is another level, and another challenge will come here. So most probably we have to classify the level where the customer is, what are their needs, and what are they going to do at the end of the day. I got a point of view regarding the IT business. So we are IT and software engineering, and the vision here is like most of the time the developers, let's say, or software engineers and professionals, they start from the technical point. They forget the main thing. What is the IT? What's the software business? It's not about writing or using technology to write in the software. It's about the processing of the data and the information. So at the end of the day, the customer needs a black box. When the information comes in, something happens, and there is outgoing information which was transformed inside of the black box. When we are starting the software engineering, we assume, like, technologies are very fun. We can use something new. We need a new approach always. We have to be on the cutting edge. We forgot about the needs of the customer, and the needs are, we just need to process the information in the right way. We have to be sure that it will be delivered in time. It will be stored in the proper places. The customer will rely on the system in the future, so the future life cycle. So there is a different levels to approach. So we slice the projects from the different points of view, and got a vision what's inside of that black box. This is our work. This is our job. And then we have to figure out what will be the key performance indicators, like how we will figure out that the project has success. So the difference between the people who just start and professionals, like we always have to figure out what will be the success. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you will see that, sorry for the background noise, I'm in Italy now, and there's a very, very funny professionals trying to do construction works outside. We have to figure out what will be the best possible outcome for the customer. And sometimes we will see that with existing technologies, or if they put some kind of technical requirements, it's impossible to deliver. We have to be open and talk with them and discuss the situation. You should do this as early as possible. Your time as a professional is very valuable. And most probably, if you will focus on things which will be not delivered, at the end of the day, you will fail. Your customer will fail. It will be a very challenging situation for you. So just be open and be straight with what you see of the project. That's the first thing. The second thing is the information is always obscure at the moment you start discussing the project. Most probably there will be some drafts or some ideas. So try to get the idea. Try to get how many users will be there. Why are they going to use it? How are they approaching the situation now without having this application? Mm-hmm. And the most valuable thing, which will be definitely clean and understandable for all the customers, all the users, is the time. So the idea with applying the software engineering is to get things faster, to get things in a clean way without less errors. So if you see that there is a match, probably you should definitely start and help. At the end of the day, the project will roll out, and you will see the evolution, and a lot of stuff will change there. And most probably at the finish line, you will see something different from the start. So keep this in mind, that there will be a lot of pivots inside. There will be a lot of challenges. So we have to do how we approach this to understand we are on the good track. We found that very useful for our projects is to use the demos. So take intermediate demos. Try to get something working in 2 weeks and show to the customer. Probably it will be a clickable prototype. Maybe it will be a proof of concept of some core idea, and then take this core idea and try to implement it and show to the customer, and then discuss whether it's in line with his expectations. Does it deliver the core idea, and then try to build on top of that. That's kind of project management part of the software development.
Not sure. I understand.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I opened a lot of stuff, so we have a short time here. So
totally. Tell me, you were talking about selling your time, and it's all about your time. So how do you sell your time? Is it hourly, maybe daily, maybe monthly, or maybe it's project-based, like some concrete amount of time? How do you approach it?
That depends. If you remember, we started with the point that the customer most probably will be one of the third levels of the automation, let's say, and it depends. So if you have a very clear requirements, we can start with a hard budget. And this is very rare occasion that we will have success there. Mm-hmm. Most of the time, the project will change and it will evolve. So time and material, this is the current approach of us here. So we offer our services on the time and material basis. most of the time it will be a huge risk for the customer if we will start with a hard budget and it fail because the project it changes, and it takes a lot of time to evaluate whether the change is big enough. So we have to review again and again. So
Mm-hmm.
these reviews will take some time, and probably customers have to pay for this, and this is a painful approach. I'll give a very, very, very interesting example. Most of the time, customers without experience in at creating the product, the software products, they come and say like, how much it will cost me the website, and this is the challenge. We're talking here in the time budget, right? So it's not about the rates. That's another thing. The they would like to know like how fast they can have something.
Mm-hmm.
That most probably they already have a pain, and they have to solve it as soon as possible. And we try to get some analogy from the construction works. Let's say that business is like 10,000 years, maybe longer. And if you come to hardware professional and say like how much it will cost me to build a house, most probably you will not receive the budget. Most of the time, you will get questions. So that's an opener to start doing the questions. How many rooms will be there? How many users? Is this? It will be commercial. It will be housing. How many people will live? What will be the family? What are the needs? What is the location? What's the grounds? Do you have a preliminary test for the soils there? Whatever. Do we have rains? Is this a north region? Is it a south region? All of that stuff, you will get a lot of questions.
Yeah.
So that's the opener. So when you gather a request, don't take this as a question to be asked straightforward. Start questioning stuff. When do you need it? Why do you need it? How many users will be there? How they will use it? What is the key performance? What is the, let's say we're talking about the website. What's the goal of this? How we will measure?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say yesterday I got questions from relatives like, we would like to have a website. We are going to sell. We are professionals. They are professionals. They are selling, dogs of different breeds. Let's say.
Yeah.
I asked them one question like, how you will measure your success? And they said, like, probably we don't know. I say, okay, is it a down payment for the dog? No, this is not working this way. You don't understand. It's everything about the relationship with the customer. So they have to trust us and all this stuff. Oh, okay. So then we have to sell a story about your happy other customers and so how you will measure the happiness.
Yeah.
That's the questions you will ask your customers, and they will start talking, and you will figure out. This is even very interesting thing because this is the moment the informational technology starts. You start processing technology information coming from your customer and your user, and you take technological approach for that. That's applied informational technology, like Yuri does with the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. And Viktor, I really want to have the sky as the limit to our conversation, but time is the limit. So the last question is, what is your favorite food?
What's my favorite food? At the moment, I'm in Italy, and I'd say like normally probably the best pizzas in the world are in Italy, but I prefer risotto milanese.
Got it. So thank you so much for sharing your experience, Viktor, and it's been such a pleasure to hear and learn from you.
Thank you, Yuri, for having me. And good luck with the podcast.
Thank you very much. And thank you so much for listening. If you like the show, hit the like button or 5 stars and share it with your friend. That's it. We're done. See you in the next episode.